Alrighty, folks, today is July the 3rd, Friday, the day before the 4th of July, of course, most obviously. And I'm going to bring you the numbers, but today I'm doing the numbers first rather than have you wait and see the numbers after the news. Then I'll put the news in after that. A little bit different today, but let's give it a shot. So let's take a look at all of Florida. Well, this is probably the third worst day we've had since we started doing this. I'll give you the worst number first. New cases, 9,488 for the entire state of Florida. New positive cases, 9,488. Bad number, probably the third worst day in the state of Florida. Okay, let's take a look at all of Florida now. That's going to be on line 78. New testings in the past 24 hours, 49,262. New positives, as I just said, 9,488. New hospitalizations for the entire state, 341. And then ICU beds available for the entire state, 1,046. And new deaths reported for the entire state of 67. It's a pretty big number there. And our cases versus testings percentage is 8.57. All righty, now we're going to take a look at these counties that go up the east coast of Florida. On line 79, this is Indian River County, this is Vero Beach, this is where I am. New testings in the past 24 hours, 328. New cases, 48. 48 new positive cases in Indian River County. New hospitalizations, 1. There are 14 ICU beds available. And new deaths reported, there were no new deaths reported for Indian River County, and our number is 5.42. Just keeps going up a little bit every day. Not a good thing here. All righty, folks, now let's take a look at Dade County. Dade County has tested 7,805 in the past 24 hours. New positives in Dade County, 2,046. Huge number, 2,046. New hospitalizations, 56. And the total deaths reported were 16. Their number now is 12.54. The ICU beds available in Dade County is 147. Let's go over to Broward County. That is line number 81. Broward County has tested 5,265 in the past 24 hours. New positives, 1,113 new positive cases in Broward County in the past 24 hours. New hospitalizations, 75. ICU beds available, 69 down there. New deaths reported, 12 in Broward County. Their number is 8.68. Line 82 now is Palm Beach County. They've tested 2,697 in the past 24 hours. New positives, 465. No new hospitalizations in Palm Beach County. That's a very good thing. ICU beds available, 88. And the total deaths down there reported in the past 24 hours were 13. Their numbers popped up to 10.11. This 10.11, all these numbers in this red column over here, column L, are all since we started. Now, if we were to compress it down for the past 7 days or the past 14 days, it would just be a huge, big number. It would keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it would be very confusing because this is what I've been working with the whole time. All right, line 83 is now Martin County. Martin County is Stewart. They've tested 238 in the past 24 hours. They have 57 new positives down there, 9 new hospitalizations, 21 ICU beds available, and 2 deaths were reported in Martin County. That's Stewart. 12.68 is the percentage rate for Martin County. St. Lucie County on line 84 here. This is Fort Pierce. They tested 410 in the past 24 hours. 107 new cases there. 107 new cases. 1 new hospitalization there. They only have 3 ICU beds available down there in St. Lucie County. They're getting very, very close to being in big trouble. In fact, they are in big trouble with those few number of beds. And they have 1 new death reported there. And so St. Lucie County's number is 8.35. Now let's go over to Brevard County. That's Melbourne. They've tested 2,233 in the past 24 hours. 186 new positives showed up. 186 new positives for the Melbourne area. 7 new hospitalizations. They have 43 ICU beds available, and they had 1 new death reported there in the past 24 hours. Their number is 4.73. Anything under 5 is pretty good. we would like it to be 0. I say that every day. You know that. All righty. In Orange County, this is Orlando. They've tested 3,051 in the past 24 hours. New positives up there, 620. New hospitalizations, 7 in the Orlando area. ICU beds available, 8. That's not very many beds for the whole Orlando area. For ICU beds available, 8. And they had no new deaths to report, and that's a good thing. And the number is 8.38. That's their percentage rate. Now, take a look at this. So, of the new positives, 9,488 for the entire state. Third worst day since we started this thing. 4,642 are in these counties on the left-hand side here, all the way from Miami up to Orlando, just on the East Coast there. So, let me make this just a teeny bit smaller. I'll make this 125 because it'll show you one other thing here. So that means that 48% of the new positives are in these counties over here on the left-hand side. 48% of the 9,488 are in these yellow counties over here on the left-hand side. Now, with respect to new hospitalizations, 156 of the new hospitalizations are in these yellow counties on the left-hand side. And of the 341 new hospitalizations, 45.75% are in these counties on the left-hand side. And as far as the new deaths are concerned, there were 45 new deaths reported, 67 for the entire state. 45 of those 67 are in these yellow counties over here, and that means that 67.16% of those deaths are in those counties over there. So a majority of all the action that's taking place here, pretty much so, is in these yellow counties on the left-hand side on the east coast of Florida. A number of you have asked about how we compare with the rest of the countries around the world. So cases reported in the Americas, that would be North America, South America, and so forth, 5,317,782. In Europe, 2,746,810. Then you can see what the Mediterranean is, 1,096. We can go down here to the Western Pacific, only 218,704. Now, those are cases reported. So you can see we top the list. We're almost twice as many, not quite twice as many as the rest of the countries. And then if we take a look at the deaths reported in the Americas, 252,340 for the Americas, Europe 198,405, the Mediterranean 25,517, and so forth and so on as it goes down there. So I thought you might want to just take a look at this, but the graph is a little fuzzy here. I'm not sure you can totally understand exactly how that all looks, but this is really very interesting. It'll give you a glimpse of the fact that we're not doing all that great. Alrighty, folks, here is the what we call the worldview, so to speak. The total cases in the United States, 2,760,664 total cases in the USA. USA deaths, 128,951. This is as of about 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, July the 3rd. Total global cases, 10,931,638, 10,931,638, and global deaths, 522,618. Okay, so we're doing this in reverse today, and I'm giving you all the numbers first, and then I have a little bit of news about Vero Beach and so forth following this. So that's coming up right now, in a flash, as I say. And a very good day, everyone. Ron Crider here, broadcasting from Vero Beach. It's July the 3rd, the day before the 4th of July. It's Friday. It's day 109, my Stay Safe at Home day. And I'm broadcasting from my command center here with all this equipment behind me. Somebody said, what is all that gear back there? Well, I do a couple of music stations. I have a mostly Sinatra channel and Classic America music channel. I do a couple of Catholic radio stations, pretty much a lot to do with audio. And I also make some cooking videos and all that sort of thing. And by the way, it's in my guest room here at my condo. Okay, folks, headlines in the news today: over 100,000 positive cases here in Florida. In the Vero Beach area, Bobby's is closed. Now Captain Hiram's closes. 2 employees tested positive for the virus at Captain Hiram's. In Miami, an 11-year-old boy died yesterday. the youngest so far from this virus. For you who have not seen this before, well, I daily report the numbers every day from Miami all the way up the east coast of Florida, straight up to Melbourne, which is Brevard County, and then over to Orlando. So I pretty much report on the east coast of Florida. I report all the information I can get my hands on that has anything to do with the virus that you might be interested in. Right now, it's just pretty much all about the numbers, and the name of this little video is called Numbers. And I do this every day. You can see it's 7:05 in the morning when I'm putting this segment together. I may switch this out today and over the holiday weekend, and I may do the numbers, which is where I give you all the actual numbers for the video at the beginning instead of in the middle. So we'll see what happens. You'll know when you start watching it today. But it is 7:06 right now. And don't forget, please push the like button. Yep, doing pretty well with those likes. Thank you so much. I do appreciate them. And then I do shout-outs every day. Today, shout-outs are to Joann, David, Al, Ellen, Nancy, Jay, Barby, cute name, Barby, the Barbie doll, right? James, Lisa Brown, that would probably be my daughter down in Stewart. Ronda, Dykal, she lives up here. Vanessa in Miami. My goodness gracious. Vanessa, are you still watching this? Thank you so much. And then Kevin Bacco out in Houston. Those are my shout-outs for the day. Don't forget, don't be a COVIDiot. Don't be a COVIDiot. That's what the UK people call us Americans who don't wear our masks. COVIDiots. Okay, don't do that. Don't be a COVIDiot. And then I do the weather report every day for the Treasure Coast. The Treasure Coast is Stewart, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach. It's Martin County, St. Lucie County, and Indian River County. Partly cloudy early, thunderstorms developing this afternoon. High 93 degrees. It's going to be a really warm day today. Another warm day today. It's going to feel like over 100. The winds for you boaters, southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the chance of rain today is 80%. That means we're probably going to have some rain. It says about 0.09 inches of rain for today. And then tonight, scattered thunderstorms during the evening, partly cloudy skies after midnight, low 73 degrees tonight, the winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the chance of rain tonight is about 60%. Alrighty, folks, some more news today. The United States reported 55,220 new COVID cases Thursday, surpassing Wednesday's record of 52,789, previously the largest single-day total since the start of the pandemic, according to data collected by the Washington Post. Florida on Thursday reported 10,109 new cases of COVID-19, making a new single-day record for the state, which reported 6,563 cases on Wednesday. There were 68 deaths for a total of 3,718. It's the 25th consecutive day that Florida has set a record high in its 7-day rolling average. Georgia, one of the first states to loosen restrictions, joined Florida and several other states in setting single-day records for new cases. Okay, this is not a good story, but you need to hear it because it'll give you an idea of what could happen here. When Junior Santana joined the boys for a weekend getaway to Cocoa Beach, Orlando, Tampa a few weeks ago, he ended up with numerous other fun-loving Floridians congregating at bars, clubs, and restaurants in Central Florida to enjoy the fruits of the state's reopening after weeks of shutdown. He traveled with his 3 buddies. All but one came down with COVID-19. Santana died June the 22nd at JFK Medical Center from COVID disease, his family said. His brother, who was not on the trip, is recovering at home with COVID, and his mother is being hospitalized currently with the virus. You see, folks, I really hate to report this, but you have to understand how severe this can be. And this is a silent killer. You have no idea where he is. He's sneaky. He just sneaks up on you. You don't know where he is. He's out there lurking
and you just don't know where he's lurking. Is he on the tabletop? Is he in a napkin? Is he in a piece of silverware? Is he on someone's clothing? Did you brush up too close to someone? This can happen to you. I'm not trying to be an alarmist. I'm being a realist. Please understand that. This is so important. You know, our numbers are going up, 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 up. This is the holiday weekend, and everybody's going to be wanting to do things. You're going to really have to put the brakes on. Not put the gas on. Put the brakes on. Please, please, please. All right, the Vero Beach City Council voted Tuesday to allow beach access to city residents and residents of Indian River County only here in Vero Beach and Indian River County. The restrictions go into effect at 7 a.m. Friday till 10 p.m. on Sunday. I'm not really sure how they're going to enforce that, but that's the way the rules are. Alrighty, folks, I always do quotes each day here. These are quotes or famous sayings that people have said. We're getting into the 4th of July holiday weekend, so this is a couple of them that I have found, and I hope you like them. This one is mine. This is what I use. Always make the journey as much fun as the destination. Always make the journey as much fun as the destination. I went on a really big trip number of years ago, and there were probably 30 different stops. It involved a cruise, a 10-day cruise, a lot of different airplane events getting on and off, and people meeting us and so forth. And I said before we left, I said, now look, there's plenty of room for error on this trip, and we got to be very, very careful that when something goes wrong, we just go with it. We punt and do something else and not worry about it. Well, guess what? The entire trip went off without a hitch. But it's the attitude you have, and when you go on a trip, the destination, getting there, should be as much fun as actually the final destination. That's Ron Crider says that. Lee Greenwood. Well, you probably heard him say this many times in his song. I will repeat it today. And I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. Lee Greenwood. Let's remember some other things that people said, like Abraham Lincoln. This is very appropriate at this time. This was from his Gettysburg Address on November the 9th, 1863. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Yeah, all men. Black, white, yellow, all men are created equal. And he was saying that back in 1863. This is nothing new, folks. So stick with it. Okay, no pet patrol today. Maybe a pet patrol tomorrow. Please send me your pictures to roncrider@gmail.com. And always be a part of the solution. Always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. And your life will always be good if you're part of the solution, because you're always helping make things better instead of being part of making things worse. Okay, be very, very obedient for this holiday weekend. I know everybody's going to start celebrating today. Be very careful. Be extra careful. And please push the like button if you haven't done so already. 30 likes yesterday. That's really good. I like that a lot. And you have a very blessed and safe Friday. See you back here on the 4th of July. Oh, I think I might have a really nice backdrop for the 4th of July. See you soon.